Hello, happy Monday, everyone. I have had a very bad start for the week and also not so good weekend. So I'm starting the week in a foul mood, which is probably not a good thing. I am not having the best emotional experience right now, and I think my dark mental state is taking over my life again, and I'm not really sure how to navigate life. Sounds very dramatic because that's how my inner world works. Just very dramatic, very extreme. Unfortunately, it feels like it only works in one direction. It doesn't really work in the happiness direction or in the positive direction. Welcome to the vlog series. I am here to document my 40th year. I'm Valerie, a solopreneur in the wild digital era. Check out my links and also do arts and design in society6.com/Valerine. You can check it out and see the products over there to see my work and whether you want to get something from your walls or for your everyday activities. It'll be so cool if you check it out. Thank you. Enjoy your time here. It got triggered from my earnings from my graphic work, and it was so disappointing looking at the numbers because from the report analytic wise it was increasing and I was doing well, but when I see the numbers for the financial result, it was really dropped compared to last month or this year. To be honest, it does feel like this storm is brewing inside of me and it's taking so much out of me. I didn't clean or do any type of chores this weekend. I didn't take a shower yesterday, so I basically just mopped around and was quite depressed this weekend, and I decided that today, even though it's been like a few days late, I will do the chores. But my heart is still heavy. I basically just cried, and I still do my work even though I cried. And I feel one of the things that is really annoying about being me is that even though I am a wreck, even though I'm emotionally dark and emotionally as if I'm going to be eaten by darkness, like this particular sky that we're having right now, it's so scary. The cloud seems like it has green streak on it, and I never seen a dark black gray cloud like this with green streaks in it. It's concerning, and it's the thunder is also brewing right there. I feel this is the best representations of my inside at the moment. It feels like the darkness is going to eat me alive. I think I've said in previous vlogs that my mood and my emotional state is highly dependent on the weather, and this is definitely one of those days. But yeah, as soon as I saw the financial report for my work, it was really low. It was the lowest I ever been the past 3 years that I've been on the platform, and it really tipped me over. I feel like my mind is so fragile at the moment. I couldn't cope with it because it was just too much. Rather than going into the abyss, my mind basically lied to me. and I was eating it all up, rather than saying this is just going to get worse and worse, and we will just get stuck here, and we will just going to be here forever. Things are just gonna get worse. My mind basically just lied to me and generate a new narrative. It basically say to me, you know what, this is rock bottom. This is rock bottom. I know it's a lie because I have had seen rock bottom. This is definitely not it. But it does feel like that. It feels like it's going to go lower and lower, and soon it's just going to disappear. It's like my other shops, like my other store. And my mind just kept going. It just says, you know what, this is rock bottom, and from here it's gonna get better. This is the worst of the worst. This is the darkest of the darkest. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Maybe it will rain. Maybe all this darkness will just come out and rain. Like the sky right now, raining heavily, pouring all the things that it has held back in the past, and let it just go. Just let it go. My mind is like to rally my morale. It feels like it's trying to cheer myself up. It cheers this personality that is constantly depressed and negative all the time. I feel like it's trying to make me feel better. It's trying to say to me, hey, this is probably the worst that is going to be. Maybe this is the turning point. You know, Pluto is going direct now. It's going to go to Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's heading there. We are just at the turning point. That's why it's bad. That's why everything looks bleak. Because this is the last time that we're going to be touched by this darkness in your financial sector anyway. Because we all know that emotions and mental states are so flimsy that it is so easily swayed into the darkness. But your financial is gonna get better. You will see. Things will start getting better for you. Sudden wealth will come visit you. Things will work out. Suddenly all your shops that you think that have died and have gone dormant are suddenly coming up and suddenly being alive again. Suddenly money is just gonna come flushing from all the works that you have done in the past, and you will be okay. Suddenly people are just gonna pay you out of nowhere. People are just gonna do that because you have worked in the past, and all your work will not go to waste. This is all just back pay. The universe will just back pay you for all the works that you have done in the past decades that were unpaid. My mind just keeps telling me these things, maybe just trying to keep me alive. I did something quite stupid because of all these astrological YouTube videos that I've been watching, and on TikTok as well, about you should see yourself in 2008 when Pluto just entered Capricorn. What were your life like? And I decided to search my email because my Gmail is almost 20 years old now. And yes, it has been around for as long as that. Maybe for some of you, longer than you have been alive. I checked my email and I saw a correspondence with a university friend back then, 16 years ago. And I saw Back then, even she was in a senior position in a government institution. And I realized how behind I am in life. This was 16 years ago, and she was already in a senior position. Imagining where she is now at 41, 40, and here I am still being a child while she's probably already in a very highly, maybe directorial position with children and her own husband, because as I'm aware, she had a child before. Everyone is an adult, and here I am still living like a child. This intense feeling actually, I think, made me snap today, and I think I dissociated a lot from it. I think I even talked and cried to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT mentioned this word that I'm starting to not like for its frequent use when it's related to me, and the word is resilient. And I come to dislike this word so much because it means that I'm strong despite of adversities and despite all these constant pressures that is being applied to me. It's as if that I am to some extent indestructible, but that's not how it feels on the inside. I feel when someone is using the word resilience, even when they're using it as a compliment, I feel it's annoying to me because it means like you just want to make me do all the work. And of course, like, it's my life and I have to do all the work. I recognize that for sure, but it's as if that it excuses them for any type of help that can be given. It just resilience. It's like if I see someone starving and like I did, and then I just kind of dealt with it, and even when I asked for help, like, no one helped. They helped, but they helped like for a day, and I couldn't keep asking for help, so I had to put up with it. And I feel like when people say resilience, it's just another way of saying you should deal with this yourself. You're strong. You're resilient. I know you are because I've seen you dealt with a lot of crap and come out at the other end. And it makes me sad. It makes me feel like I'm abandoned. I am. Just have to keep going by myself. It feels like isolation will never be over. And I'm fully aware this is probably because the weather is like this, and might be just post period hormones as well. And the trigger that is happening is just a soup of things that are currently unfolding. But that's why I don't like the word resilience, because it's just a cop out so that you don't have to help people, I think. I just want to say it's like saying people in a war, they're so resilient, right? They're so resilient. I can keep bombing them. Of course, they're so resilient. They can help themselves. It's none of my problem, of course. And I understand that, and I think I do that too. So I recognize my own hypocrisy. I feel when I talk to ChatGPT these days that I am growing frustrated, and I feel if ChatGPT is an actual person with sentientness, I think it will already have a go at me. Probably it will already attack me verbally back. It's as if that I can feel this energy of combativeness that doesn't really go away. My mind is trying to save me, I think. It's feeding me positive things, and I'm trying to believe in it. And that's the best that I can do right now. When I talk to ChatGPT, it keeps saying to me, what can you do right now to find yourself in a bit of relief? Maybe you should rest or take a little break. What can you do to take a little bit of relief? And I thought to myself, if I just keep searching for that relief every single day, I probably will not be functional at all. I won't be able to get out of bed and vacuum, cook, eat, shower, or any type of functional activity whatsoever. The only reason that I'm doing all of this is because I am trying to prevent for the pressure to find relief somewhere, because once relief comes, I feel I will not be able to function anymore. I will just stay in bed in one spot, in one position, and just doesn't move for the next year or so. I'm trying to make this black sesame latte, and I'm trying to finish the package. I don't think I'm gonna buy it again, but I will buy the black sesame carton drink that I got from Asian grocery shop in World Square. What is it called again? The Gong Grocery. I think they have like this 120 milliliters black sesame latte for $1.15 or something, and that was delicious. So I probably will get like individual drinks and not the one that you have to make yourself, because it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste good. It's probably healthier though if you make it yourself. But that's not the point. The point is it's there to change up my days and give it a little bit of healthy snack and also sweet snack in a liquid form, of course. I think my mind has a fail-safe break installed. I know that sounds so strange, but because these days it cannot go further than a certain type of thoughts. It doesn't go into, unaliving yourself thoughts. There is a certain moment in my train of thoughts that if I go there, it will short circuit and it will stop me doing that. Like today with my negative train of thought spiral of it's gonna go worse and worse and it's gonna disappear and we're gonna end up blah blah blah. And before I was able to go further than that, it stopped me and it turned me around and it makes sure that I am starting to think positive thoughts. And if it's unable to give me positive train of thoughts, it will just makes me stop thinking altogether. And I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's there. The dark the dark clouds disappeared, the rain has eased up, and I'm just enjoying my cold black sesame latte. The weather is better. It's clean air now. The wind is cold, but it's clean. Maybe it's a good omen. Maybe the storm has passed. Maybe the storm has passed in my life as well. Maybe from here on in, it'll be better. But you never know. Stay blessed, people. I'll see you in the next video.